actually transitioned. All right, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. We're here. I had the black screen. We're a little unprepared because I am coming off of a previous cast. Oh, actually, Level, can you update the title? Is that something you can do?
That's not something I can do.
I can't do that for you.
All right, thank you. OP4 and Fjord. It is Div E. Thank you, Starwolf. All right, I'm going to, yeah, we'll move on. With me is Level. This is Level at Ivorcast. I need to choose the map. I am a hot mess right now because of the turnaround here. Where is my map strats?
Oh,
I'm just going to put OP4 versus Hunters because that's what's listed up on the schedule for you guys.
That'll work. Thank you, sir. There's my tactics map. All right, our first one is Caustic Valley. And I'm going to go ahead and while we do that, we'll get those timers started. Now, all right. So welcome everybody. This is Division E. Sorry about that little snafu. Everything should be straightforward now. But about 15 minutes before here, so we need to update that in the scoreboard. Excellent. And Fjord is team. Thank you. Like I said, folks, these back-to-backs are
professional cast.
Oh, professional cast. Absolutely. Where on earth are you? There you are. All right.
Hold me in, coach.
I'm
on team 1.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we've got some banter going on in the chat, which is delightful. I do like both these teams. They are a blast to watch. Oh, I need to. Full teams know this. There we go. We double check and first person only. Good Lord. All right, make sure everything else is correct. Preparation time is important, folks. Recovery, also important. Oh, I need to fix things. All right, well, team 2 is locked. Never mind. We're going back to the match review. All right, so thinking about this map, sorry, Level. This map is this map newly redone. If you are just tuning in for comp, you may not have seen it. A Gargoyle D early in the match. That's an interesting choice. Linebacker H and a Mislinks Prime. I will get you builds on those momentarily. Linebacker is Small Pulse and 5 SRM2s. That Gargoyle is 3 Flamers and a bunch of smalls. That's an interesting twist. The Arctic Wolves are the predictable boatload of SRMs, and I've lost a mech. Where's the Mislinks? There he is, right in front, hiding behind the Arctic Wolves. Fair enough. That's good grouping. With heavy machine guns, 1 micro laser, 1 micro pulse laser, and 2 flamers, which is quite frankly not what I expected, but hey, here we are. What do we got on the other side here on Black Widow?
We got a couple SRM linebackers and a few Vipers. These SRM linebackers also have small pulse lasers, so they're going to be pretty hot. With that said, both teams are stacking on each side of Stonehenge. So but it'll come down to probably focus fires. Both these teams are very, very brawly with a lot of small pulse lasers and stuff, and just be who can tear each other's legs off fast.
Yep, for sure. That being said, I want to think Black Widow probably. I'm sorry, this isn't Black Widow. Why is it telling me it's
No,
Black
it's
Widow?
OP4.
OP4, thank
Three
you.
of them would be WC.
Yeah, but it's technically an Erie team. That's how comp works, folks. Your tags don't matter. All right, here we go. The hot mess has begun on Twitch. Excellent. We are up and running.
Oh, the push starting. Iron Wolfpack probably calling in the push right now on that right side, and they are just going to collapse on the enemy. It'll come down to who can focus fire better. Char Bodies is getting focused on the linebacker. Ghost Riders, Vipers also being focused a little bit, but
Going from 52 to 0, that's a leg death right there.
On those Vipers is really doing work, just killing everything that gets opened up.
Yep.
The Woodrick's linebacker is about to go down. KH Slain, I think he's about to get the pick.
Yep. There's Woodrick. If Ghost Rider needs to pull back here, this is a points game. They do need his guns, and he is doing good staying behind Marquis here. Marquis completely surrounded, but shutting down that linebacker. Slane's probably going to go down. There it is. Marquis next on the chopping block. Ghost Rider needs to GTFO. Well, that's what happens. He took himself out. All right, Marquis down, and there goes the Revan. Oof. Leaving us with a 5-3 victory for Fjord. Which actually translates to 10-5. Because points, folks. Good.
That was a pretty clean brawl. The Fjord guys, for a moment, I thought they were going to win it. They had the initiative. Their focus fire at the start was stronger, but once their team got in the middle of the enemy team, their focus fire completely fell apart, and it became a lot of like 1v2s and 2v1s.
Wait a minute. No, this isn't correct. The win was not for Fjord. The win was for Erie. Good Lord, I'm a hot mess. All right. 9. There we go. Which means it is the points the same, but the outcome rather different. It is 6-10 after the second match technically. All right. Really, yeah, like you were saying, quick clean ball.
That was what was real nice about watching Erie. As Fjord's focus fire started falling apart as the push continued, Erie's focus fire actually seemed to improve as the fight continued. I started seeing them trying to 3v1 mechs and stuff, which is exactly what you need to do in these late fights.
All right, well, timer for team 2 starts. I load out, and the first thing I see is some response to something that happened before and a lock. All right, we're looking at Ruby. I have the screen open. I'm sorry you didn't see that timing on stream, but how was I to know? So yeah, Ruby's on screen if you want to take a look at the tech. Do you even have that up level?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I get to draw penises now? Wait, can I say that?
That is a medical term. You can say that, but please don't draw them.
Both these teams, as far as I understand it, their whole team, basically where their spawn should be. Depending on what Team 2 does, it looks like, well, they can still move their mechs, but they might also be doing an Alpha Bravo spawn. If Team 2 does anything, unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I mean, you could still play this off like a linebacker rushes. We've seen people do summoner rushes. Team 2's locked, and so I don't need to talk anymore. Let's
All
do
right,
this.
off to the match. And I will actually stop the timer so I don't hear the beady boop. But it's always fun when that timer for Team 2 ends after the match ends. It means it was a really good fight. All right, I'm gonna do a quick check of my audio on stream. All right, I hear myself, which is always awful. Which means that everything is functioning. All the haze, do not, it's like a fire. Don't stand up in Rubalite Oasis or you won't be able to see.
Absolutely. Did anyone ever play the event queue where it was this map with unlimited jump jets?
Oh, that was a
and
wild
people flew
view.
off into the smoke and you just never saw them again.
Right, yeah. And then it just rained down on you with LRMs. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I haven't seen that build before today, and I'm seeing a lot of it, so I must be behind the meta. Viper with flamers, micropulse, heavy machine gun.
It's kind of boxy and low armor, but it looks like SRMs, the small pulse lasers, they're running these Hellfires like linebackers.
Now, I will say mostly that because I've got 2 large pulse and ER medium laser, basically high alpha Hellbringers. Which I saw.
Oh, yeah, I see the one you're talking about.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh, okay, so they have 3 brawlers and 2 range guys. That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting strat. We'll be interested to see how it plays against the linebackers. It could work out pretty well, actually.
It could. The linebackers are kind of just camped right here. I think they're waiting for the Viper to scout the enemy so they can kind of figure out where they're supposed to push.
Well, I think Player Unknown has an idea of where they might be. Having taken a grazing shot from Zelk.
But usually with the linebacker decks, it's all about getting that initiative and initial aggression. The Revan just took a major alpha from Testaclops there, right before the push started. His side torso is a bit weak.
Yeah, here's those
like
high alphas coming in. Yep.
Yeah.
We've got Slain down here running away.
He might be able to get away. Oh.
No, he doesn't need to get away because Ghost Rider's right behind him, ready to have Revan here in a second. But Marquis running in with those flamers, gonna shut Ghost Rider down. Revan taking more shots. I think Ghost Rider first. Then I don't know. Ooh, Woodrick, what happened to...
It's not over with.
I mean, they deleted a mech instantly. I would take it. There goes Charybdis. Yeah, this is turning into another Fjord blowout here. Testaclops probably at heat cap, probably going to blow himself up or shut down. And Zelk last on the list. And Zelk, I think, is that high alpha, which means there's no DPS here. He might be able to pick Marquis or Revan, but I don't think it's likely with the shutdown. Yep, there it is.
And that's game. I enjoyed Slane kiting those 2 linebackers to his other 2 teammates, but I don't think they expected Marquis de Lafayette.
Marquis de Lafayette?
Yes, I don't think they expected him to be coming around the backside and jumping into their backs with those flamers. The second that the other 2 linebackers enter that fight,
Yep. Yeah, Woodrick. Map is Solaris City.
This is a fun one. I like this map. I know a lot of people don't like it for comp, but I don't know. I like it.
All right, I'm going to head us over to the map room here. And you're good to talk. I'm going to, yeah, you can draw all you want.
Yeah, it's Fjord that's team 1. Depending on which spawns, they've been pretty brawly so far. I see no reason why to think that they'll do anything different. They're probably going to come up this way. They're either going to wrap right or they're going to wrap left, but I see them pushing the outside of the domination circle instead of pushing straight up in through the middle. Team 2, the team-wise, so I kind of expect the same thing. I expect both teams to kind of be hugging the outside circle. Maybe have one mech that goes inside and scouts, but we're going to see a brawl rush definitely on the outside. Very quick play as what's happened to many of you guys. You know, the fights happen right in these little choke points, usually.
Yeah, and that center. Well, there is a difference here. This is domination, right? You kind of got to be there. Well, actually, no, I take that back. You don't have to be there. One of my matches earlier on, one team took their big ol' rush around the outside, and when I say outside, I mean outside. So you at least have to have a mech in there, but generally that center is a death trap. There's just so many ways to shoot into it and not risk yourself.
Yeah.
So we'll see how both these teams manage.
I do like how both these teams are ready.
Yeah, so you can see these buildings are interesting. They're very hollow. And in fact, like, it's like, I don't know, like the one-way glass is an interesting touch. Oh, hey, it's Tina. Yeah, there's just a lot of interesting things about this map that aren't tactical. It's a very pretty map. I like it.
I will say there's a couple features in the map, close to the beta side at least, that remind me of like Gotham City comic books, right?
Yeah, no, I could see it. Yep.
Because they have this four-headed statue on top of one building, just randomly there, and then this other one's like a Valkyrie on a cross kind of thing, or maybe that's supposed to be a throne. I think it's a cross.
I think that looks like a person. There's definitely a face here. Yeah, those have to be lore assets. There's no way. Solaris is a storied city. So we'll see how that goes. I can get rid of this little banner. Let's not forget to do that. And we are still waiting.
Is it a Planet Solaris like just a giant battleground, like a gladiator arena?
Well, there's a lot of Gladiator City. It's basically like Las Vegas, the planet. All right, I do have game sound. So there's a lot of thing, and like each of the houses has their own like little area of it. All right, so we've got Player Unknown in a Brawl Orion with some small lasers added, which is a nice little DPS addition. We've got an Exi with our laser fists and large pulse, a couple of gargoyles. Bet you both of those are small lasers, smalls and micros. Yep. And we've got a Piranha 1. Now this is where I really want to see. I saw a really interesting Piranha 1, we'll say earlier. All right, flamers and machine guns. I do like that build myself, but I usually take it on hotter maps. All right, what do we got on your side?
We got two Orion 2C heroes, the SK. They're both running. One's running AC-20 and then medium pulse lasers. The other one's running UAC-20 medium pulse lasers. I'm not sure on those builds for in a comp setting, but the other mechs they got is a couple SRM summoners. Those are going to be they're fast, have a lot of punch, and then also a Viper for scouting.
All right, yeah. That Viper
like
probably gonna.
Lafayette's in the center now.
It's French. It's Marquis.
Marquis. I'm never gonna get that right. I'm offending so many people. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. All right. That being said, I don't know that Yuri ever actually looked into the middle there and saw Marquis' little.
He peeked this corner and looked up, so I think he saw him, and is pulling back around to his team.
But just the Viper, that doesn't seem like enough, so we'll see. Oh, here we go. Looks like we... No, never mind. I thought that was movement, but that was me moving. Don't mind me.
Well, this is interesting. The OP4 team, they're just kind of holding their position. They're waiting for the enemy to come to them, seems like. Yeah, they're all just hugging the wall here. Yeah. But it also looks like Fjord is kind of doing the same thing. I mean, they're slowly moving, but they're basically doing the same thing.
All right, here, Marquis is going to find the team here.
Oh, is he?
Nope, maybe not. Just kidding.
Just random. Oh, Marquis, you went right instead of left.
Saw this earlier today. Both teams waiting, but here we go. Fjord, they're about to collide. Maybe. Are they going to stop? No, they are not. Are they? They might stop.
They're kind of Congo lining. I still don't think they're sure where the enemy is.
Like all of his armor is equal.
Spread. He's still up.
And they go and take Charybdis down. There's the difference of focus fire. Marquis Flamers coming into the fight, gonna try to shut down Zelk a little or make it difficult. Bakey going down.
Got caught out of this fight. It's a 5v4.
Yep. Well, player unknown's about to go down. Yep. Here we go. Now it's Testiclops. Slane being held off by Iron. No, they don't know that Slane's there.
Testiclops got legged. The Piranha's gonna finish him.
Yep. And then, do they know where Slane is? Yes, they do. All right, there goes Slane. That's the difference of focus fire. You saw player unknown take 3 mechs worth of alphas, but it was all over the place. And then Fjord comes around the corner and just basically one-shot something all at once. That's that power of focus fire. But I will say something. Look at all the UAVs once that brawl started. Neither of these teams were losing track of the other. That is how you brawl, folks. I always say information, those UAVs, very important. That's what it should look like.
Oh, yeah. GG's both teams. Push at him, right? And that's been very successful so far this week. The people receiving have been winning more times than not. The push. So I would like to, I don't know. I'm partial to tunnel strats because they always give me a good chuckle on all the maps. I'd really like to see. I'd like to see some scouting here in the center, with a lighter, faster mech to see if the enemy's stacking their spawn, and then I'd like to see them just go tunnel.
Yep, and we almost saw that.
Both teams are. The fight is either going to be right here in the center, or somewhere on this side of the map. So far, I haven't seen much fighting on this side of the map. Actually, so at least as far as I could tell, I haven't seen any fighting. But maybe there was a cast I missed where there was something here. But yeah, the fight, it seems like this week is all in this northern half of the map.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I'm sure maybe we've missed something because we can only cast so many matches, right?
Yeah.
All right, Team 2 starting their timer now. And they look ready to go, so I'm sure we will see that soon.
With Fjord on Team 2, I would bet they're going to push. A hold strat. I'm not sure. But so far, both teams have been just pushing each other.
Yeah, and
so.
In fact, I would probably. It doesn't entirely matter. Like, most of them don't really matter. We're gonna go ahead and launch now, though.
Oh wow, yeah, Team 2's already locked.
Yeah, these teams on the ball. They know what they're gonna do, and they're gonna do it.
We're on drop 4 already.
Yeah, we are.
This match is gonna be under an hour.
Yeah, the last one was probably a little over an hour, or exactly an hour. This one we might push 45 minutes.
All right. I'm getting a little sneak preview at all the mechs on the field.
Yeah, because they dropped. I'm actually going to scoot on over to... Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, 2 Erie's team here. Top 4. We've got 4 Xy's and a Piranha. Saw this one earlier on a different map. My brain's a sieve. Anyway. We've got ER smalls and heavy machine guns on the Piranha, and the XCs are PPC, small pulse, and micro lasers. I'm pretty sure that's going to be universal. Let me just, before I... pushing the other side, we're going to have a little bit of 2 ships in the night, it looks like. Piranha...
If Fjord comes out the first exit to the tunnel, not the one back at the Team 1 spawn, they're going to catch these guys with their pants down, and it's going to be game over.
That being said, they have no scout, they have no scouting, they've got no reason to go that way. Although Bakey is backing up into the mouth of that canyon. All right, here's my angle. We'll watch and see what Fjord does. Fjord... Here we go.
Oh, he took the back shot at Marquise, and I think he missed.
Oh man, yeah, Slane's leg almost gone. That 80% a little deceptive. There's 1 leg gone. We're gonna get another focus down leg here for Slane. Slane, are you gonna make it? Yeah, Slane made it. Iron Wolf Pack coming through a little rough for wear though, but that's mostly like back damage. Still got a significant amount of armor. There it is. Woof.
I will say this, that you could really see
And 2 kills. So that's 3 points for OP4. Damage numbers, it looks like a brawl. What can I say? 200 and 300 damage. Although the Piranha looks like outplayed one of the keepers. Outdamaged one of the keepers, so that happened. Or I'm
Your
wrong.
timed that push perfectly coming out of that gap, catching the enemy team catching half the enemy team on one side of the dropship and the other half of their team on the other side of the dropship. So they again forced a 5v3 situation where they had numerical superiority.
Yep, they are really choosing the right things. And hey, remember that thing that I said that happens? The Team 2 timer just went off for last match. All right, I am going. But hey, we needed to get it going, so hopefully there's nothing too terribly wrong with it. Oh, hey, and my light isn't on. I am a professional caster, sure. Folks, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
PM caster for the providers.
Yeah, we are looking at 36 points for Fjord, 17 for OP4 at the moment. And I think someone in the chat says 10 more points for Fjord mathematically secures the title. Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting. The only team that can catch them is the other Fjord team.
So Fjord has
it seems plausible. A lot of these divs are close, which is quite nice. DPS level in my team was supposed to. If you were expecting a DPS match results earlier, there was a clutch unfortunately forfeited. Team 2 locked. All right, here we go.
clutch 2.
Clutch 2. Yes, thank you. Clutch 2 specifically. Which put DPS into second, I think.
Yes. According to Tournament of Stars, we are currently at second place, or DPS is currently second place at 141.
So
with Legio at in third, right on our heels at 132 points.
Yeah, so it is these divs actually, and unfortunately it was a forfeit. So you can't really count that, but these standings are changing so quickly. Oh, yo, all right. Looking at, go over to OP4 here. We've got a Bloodass Prime, 3 Direwolves, and an Arctic Wolf 1. Arctic Wolf 1 guaranteed to be a whole bunch of SRMs, or you're doing it wrong. It's SRMs at a Narc level.
A Narc? All right, which one of them is Learn?
The Bloodass has 5 Learn 15s, 2 Learn 20s. Direwolf has 6 AC5s, AC5s and PPCs, and Gauss Rifle and ER Large for Testiclops. All right, so the Blood Asp is our Lermer. Interesting choice for OP4.
So here's where it gets super interesting. Hunter the Fjordlands, they are running 5 Direwolves. It looks like all ballistic Direwolves. A bunch of AC2s and stuff, but here's the kicker. If these direwolves are so big and that a lot of these places, they're not going to be able to hide behind a lot of cover.
It's like the one mech that LRMs don't miss.
Yeah, if they get whoever gets narc, that blood ass can safely sit in cover and just lerm it to death. So this is going to be interesting. We could see some shenanigans. There's shenanigans afoot for sure. but we're going to see how much shenanigans in a
Yeah,
moment.
and interestingly, this is not a Direwolf trade strat with the distribution of Fjord here. This is a Direwolf push strat. Look at this clumping. If they're thinking of trading here, it's not going to end well. But also, they're taking the low ground, which is all sorts of interesting. They will need to get up top, or they're just going to get farmed by OP4s.
I think Fjord's expecting a push brawl because they stopped and had a firing line for a moment.
Yep.
Looks like player was their scout.
But
now
it is
they
not.
know that the enemy's trading.
Yep. Here we go. The Arctic Wolf coming behind. That pause actually will probably hurt them. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get some trading going on here, folks, but we all know where the real action is.
Come on, little Arctic Wolf.
There he is. There's our real action. Charybdis in this Arctic Wolf.
Now, the ass just needs to get within about 700 meters. He's holding way too far back right now.
You
the
can
enemy
hold
team's
900.
not pushing him. I think he's 900 to the front line, but he won't be able to hit the. But that Arctic Wolf's going to be narking the back row first.
True.
So yeah, I think the blast needs to come forward just to get the missiles on foot.
Not sure how the narcs are. Oh, yep, there it is. Abdomen. There we go. Missiles are starting to, well, think about abdomen. Unfortunately, he is tucked in. There's that cover, those angles. Need to change targets there. Marquis taking a bunch of damage here. Oh, actually, just kidding. Sean Baum taking a lot of damage. What's happening to you, buddy, here? You are almost halved, but Slain taking the brunt of Iron Wolf and Sean Baum will go down. The Articulate Grunt needs to not be where he is. He's about to get charged by Direwolves. Zelk also taken... I'm sorry, guys. OP4 is kind of melted on me here while we were looking at Lerms. Yeah, looks like Charybdis is starting to take some fire in the back, but this Direwolf charge is just happening here. The Articulate Grunt is going to get charged on with Iron Wolfpack. Needs to just get his damage because he's going to be dead here in probably about I don't know, give it 6 seconds. 5. All right, less than 6 seconds. Sean Baum coming up top with the Direwolf. Here's that top ground. Zelk in the bottom. That's not going to help him at all. That was an unfortunate fall, but Testiclops taking some hits here. Well, that's not the fall I was thinking, but oh boy, we are one touch.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to pull off killing the last 4 mechs.
Which, if...
They can,
go ahead.
They can get Sean bombed, get those points. I think that's what they need to go after right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. But if chat is to be believed, Fjord just won the title.
Yeah. If that's the case, GG Fjord. I will say this: the Arctic Wolf. I watched his approach to the backfield of the enemy, and they took, unfortunately, a way too long pass that took them all the way to the opponent's base before he cut across to go after the Direwolves. I think he needed to take a more direct route to those Dyers because he could have stayed up high on the. The other thing, I think that the Learn Bloodass held back too far. I think if they had it play on the hug the wall and avoid his missile.
Yeah, the Lermech actually doing the most of damage on OP4's team. This is all, folks, so they deserve this win for that. So yeah, here we go. That is the final. We will see if folks show up for interview. I hope it's not one-sided. Howdy, Iron.
Howdy, howdy.
We'll see if someone from OP4 comes, but well played to both teams there.
I think just kind of the internal conversations with us. I think that should conclude the proceedings of this division for us.
That's
we
what
are,
someone
I
in
think,
chat was saying. Yeah.
heavily in the lead. We needed 36 points today to salt away a victory because we're 16 points ahead of Dead Reckoning, our second team, and we need 36 because they're not playing this week, they're only playing next week, and we got more than that. So I think we're, for those in chat interested, I think we have concluded I think we have a decisive champion in this division for now.
Well, tentative congratulations to that. Well done.
Yes. We have to see how it plays out. Well, like how the math goes exactly, but either way, just neutralizing their laser boats completely, and Abdomen Shoes is just an amazing assault pilot. We're so lucky to have guys assault guys who's playing like the last one or two drops. We kind of have guys who are like those role players for us who are really, really good at certain things. And even though they kind of put their ego aside and we're like, I'm not needed in every single drop, so I'm just going to show up for the ones that I'm needed in and play the best that I can to give us the best chance to win. And now we're all winners. So that's just how it goes.
And it's a good way to do it. A lot of teams do have their, their PPC guy or their medium mech guy. Absolutely. I do have to ask about that tunnel push and what you guys were thinking on that. Like that, what were your thoughts and taking that first turn? And hopefully we'll get someone from OP4 in here to talk about the other side.
Yeah, the best that I understand that, because Player obviously came up with all the strategies. Amazing strategic coach for us. So the best I understand it is if they were set up to trade, they're going to be back in those buildings, kind of by their base, and so that's going to be the best vector of approach for us. Bait, you don't want to like be caught camping the base because that's going to give us some chances to put some strikes out on them, get some early damage, know where they are before they know where we are, and kind of just catch their quick play NASCAR maneuver at a higher level for comp, I guess. So
yeah,
So I don't know if it's let's put it this way: it was an effective strategy today, and it worked today. So I'm not gonna, I think it was pretty fantastic. That's cool to say that.
Yeah, well done. Level, you got anything? We're gonna have it's a one-sided interview, so I don't want to go too long without the other team there. So let's get a question from Level if he has one, and then we'll.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say, Iron, I've watched you come up the comp ranks for starting. That you and the other team were you guys were kind of just holding positions just one grid square away from each other. There was no backpedaling, no one peeling off from the fight. Is mad respect. You guys, You guys know their jobs and they do it well, and you've trained them well. So
They're all fantastic. And can I end with like one little tip that we've discovered, and then a little bit of a plug for World Championships and in general? Is that okay if I just
go for it.
So first tip: if you still have a game left in at least the lower divisions in comp for this season of Stars, consider the 5 Direwolf Ultraviolet / and we're an IS loyalist unit, so when ISC rolls back around, we're going to be fielding, hopefully 4 or 5 teams for that. So there's a lot of room in FJRD for people who want to learn, who want to get better at the game, people who are really skilled at the game already and are looking for a place to land. We want to be able to accept and reach out to everybody. And as far as our main focus, it's always going to be faction play. We're trying to work on putting together a little bit of a faction play event right now with some of the comp units. We can talk about that in a little bit, but as far as in a little bit like after this, but as far as that goes, there's always room for you guys here if anybody's looking for a unit to drop with just to have some fun, or for someone to join for comp or try to get into faction play, anything like that. We'd love to have you. We'd love to be able to play with you guys. So thank you so much, Lev and Ivor. You guys are the best. Really, really, really appreciate it. Looking forward to watching the stream on my own time. I know you guys must have surely did a great job. And I'm, again, so proud of all of my guys. So proud of every single one of them for all the effort they put in this season and coming out as Div E champions. So,
all right.
Either way, thank you guys so much. You're the best.
All right. Thank you, Iron Wolf Pack, for stopping by.
$500 for the free advertisement?
Yeah. We'll bill you later.
I should take Bitcoin.
We'll bill you later. Don't worry about it. All right. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. I think we are done for the night. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. But there are more matches tomorrow through the afternoon Eastern, at least afternoon, because this is a global tournament. So stay tuned for more action on MWO Leagues, MWO Leagues 2. Check out the comp Discord if you're interested in joining. If you say, I'm not good enough for a comp, I say, Hui, get in here. That's why we have multiple divisions. And if you start at the bottom and have been working their way up, don't listen to me. But take care, everybody, and have a great night. And thank you, Level, for joining me on this cast.
Yes, thanks, Level.
Let's play this game.
I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And when anybody's running short, is going to stay towards the top of the caldera if we're going to come out.
I have you in the Griffin.
Sounds good. Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine or Charlie 4?
It's fine, chill the out, man, it's fine, it's just a 5-star.
Warum Leute reden miteinander?
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly, that's fine, guys, we're winning kills, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go for 20 so we can get it.
There, to your left is there. Sorry, shit. So, jetzt guys, hinter die Indie-Pocken.
Meetings, be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Wire are strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over. Overheating is bad. Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
Woo! Oh yeah, sorry about that. That was such a
That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lance, you guys in Charlie, Lance, you guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Jetzt in die Breite, zieht euch in die Breite.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Ja, kurz Aufschaltung, Delta 4, 3 Stück, 2 Mediums, ein Light, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line.
C4 Tactical Hill, Boys.
Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, haben 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
Spread out. Check yourselves. Make sure you've got, UAV cool shot. Here they come. They're pushing hard, guys.
Decro. Tez on.
Go. Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, get cross it then. Get in their face. They got a highlighter. They just pushed up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta. Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this.
Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3. Get the fucking arm, Jackson.
Jackson, cool shot.
Cough. I got him.
Go, B3, go.